Efendim şimdi Eurogia Finlandiya Dönem Başkanı Sayın Heikki Uusi-Honko konuşmalarını yapacaklar. Kendilerini sahneye davet ediyorum. I would like to invite Mr. Honko to the stage for his presentation.
Thank you. Thank you. I was just getting wired up.
Okay, welcome.
Do you hear me? So, esteemed Minister, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, everyone. I'm very pleased to be here and pleased to see so many people here interested in Eurogia and Eureka clusters and Eureka. I know there is a lot of important presentations coming, so I try to be brief. Eureka is an important European platform for industries and companies to come together and join forces in cross-border collaboration to put new products and services on the market. This is very important. Clusters are important here, but I just want to mention that Eureka has also other lines of activities, like the Eurostars program, Global Stars, and Eureka network projects. I'm trying to position myself so that the voice is nice. And all this is working with bottom-up principle, which guarantees that everything we do is relevant to the industries in Europe. I think this is very, very key, very important. And Finland is, at the present, holding the chair of Eureka, and I have the pleasure of being the chairman. But this means that Finland values Eureka very, very much. And what we want to achieve during our year of chairmanship is to make Eureka a bit smarter, improve the communications of Eureka. What is the value added to different stakeholders, including ministries, national funding bodies, but of course the end customers, companies, research organizations throughout Europe and even on other continents today. Because Eureka is a huge network. Over 40 countries and the European Commission are members of Eureka. So the other thing we want to achieve is actually to make better use of the extensive network of Eureka. We can do better, and Turkey is a very active country in Eureka. Not all European countries are as active. If we all would be as active as Turkey is, Eureka would be indeed a very, very powerful network. We also have tools to cooperate with countries outside Europe, and we also wish to improve the use of those tools. And last but not least, there's a lot of discussion going on in Europe at the moment, above all because of the new programming period of the European Union. What is going to happen in innovation policy after year 2020? We wish to be a very, let's say, active promoter of Eureka in that discussion. Again, the bottom-up principle and some other elements of Eureka, which I just in a minute come to make Eureka a very, very important element in the European innovation landscape. And of course, everything today is about impact. We need to be very clear on what is Eureka's impact. I already mentioned bottom-up approach. It is very important to understand that we are dealing with transboundary collaboration all the time. We are really making Europe, and actually also some countries beyond Europe, making industries to strive and flourish together across the boundaries. And this is creating that kind of impacts and effects that national funding cannot give. And we have been constantly evolving since 85. But are we really good in telling what is the impact of Eureka? And I just jump into my background organization, TEKES, the National Funding Agency for Innovation in Finland, this is how we picture the impact of TEKES on one page. There's a lot of information. I don't want to dig too deep into this, but there is some survey-based data, there are some econometric results, there are statistics on how many academic theses, patents, so on are produced. I would like to be very much able to produce something similar for Eureka as a whole and on European level. But we are not there today. Now I have a technological crisis here. Could you help? Because it don't seem to go to next slide. Maybe someone can turn it from the engine room. Okay, thank you. So, I already mentioned that I think Eureka has a very central place in European innovation landscape. And if we look at the European innovation landscape, so stemming from research-oriented programs to market-oriented programs and high level of collaboration, large consortia, up to low level of collaboration between few project participants, even mono-beneficiary programs, we can see that European Union has instruments for research and development and also business-oriented instruments. The first thing is that Europe is investing too little in business-oriented programs and investments. By investing more on this side, we could make better use of the vast knowledge base we have in Europe and thus make a smoother path from research and development to scale up of companies and businesses in Finland, in Europe. The thing is that Eureka clusters are right in the middle of the scenery here. If we think of clusters and Eurostars network projects, Global Stars projects, they are all involving a number of companies from different countries, not a huge number, but just enough to put, for instance, one value chain on the market. And they are definitely on the market side of it, but they are not really mono-beneficiary. They are all about collaboration. And bottom-up principle and the close proximity to national funding bodies is really key in this area. It allows Eureka to be very effective in doing what it is doing in the middle of the European innovation landscape. And I have been talking about companies and funding to companies so far. Of course, many times research organizations are important players in Eureka projects. And there are certainly many organizations here, or many of you representing perhaps research. And we are in a respectable Istanbul Technological University. So research institutions are important, but in Eureka projects, funding and research conducted is always driven by business vision encapsulated in the research. I just wanted to take this up. So ladies and gentlemen, I think this is more or less what I wanted to say to you about Eureka. I wish you all luck with today's program. I wish you interesting discussions here today. I'm very thrilled about the afternoon's project idea pitching part of it, and I wish you all success with your future Eureka projects. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Honko, for your valuable remarks and kind contributions. Thank you very much. Efendim güçlü bir alkış rica ediyoruz konuğumuza. Çok teşekkür ediyoruz kendilerine. Değerli katkıları ve katılımları için bizleri onurlandırdı.